going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of Person of Interest. It's time for episode number 9 of Season 2. Nearly halfway done with this second season, which has been really great. I definitely feel like with what this second season has shown us thus far, that there's been a progression from what Season 1 established, and, you know, Season 1 was an absolute treat, so to see things just continue to expand and improve, really, from what Season 1 established, it's just really great stuff, so yeah. But I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. Very romantic stuff with the, I guess, with the last episode. I mean, not so much in terms of the couple that tried to kill each other. I mean, thankfully, they did find a, you know, peaceful and I guess heartfelt resolution to their issues. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, everyone, I mean, it was quite romantic. Everyone was getting together. Even Fusco managed to get himself a date. So yeah, but it was really great stuff. Funny thing is, actually, I saw a post randomly pop up about you know, Carrie, who obviously played Grace in the flashbacks for the last episode, but yeah, she basically put out a post because obviously we know that she's actually married to Michael, who of course plays Finch, and you know, they were celebrating their anniversary, so the timing was very apt, I guess, in regards to that last episode. And I guess Grace and Michael, not Grace, Carrie and Michael, should I say, celebrating their anniversary. So yeah, but yeah, with that said, let's get into this episode of Person of Interest. It's episode number 9 of Season 2. Let's go.
Wait for my call.
Oh, I feel like he's getting himself into some hot water.
You get the other half when you pick me up.
Okay. I don't know about this.
Because you really never know who's going to step into his cab.
Exactly. Both in good and bad senses, I guess, because you could have a celebrity get in the back of your taxi, like Michael Emerson, for example.
I don't know, maybe a professor, or, I know, a librarian, maybe?
Maybe.
Of a sort.
Yeah, of a sort.
Just put on a game. One more
Oh,
time, we're
God.
gonna have a real problem.
Wow.
Hey.
I don't know how old you are, but you're not 5 years old, so stop acting like it.
But if it would make you feel better, I could hack into their network and make it look like I did.
It'll only take me a few minutes.
Never mind. I'll check it with the Daily Crime blotter. Let you know
Poor
if anything
Carter.
pops.
Forever in your debt, Detective. Oh, and how did your date go with Detective Beecher?
Sounded like it really went well.
Who's stirring the pot, Finch?
We made a tactical error, turning our back on Elias.
Yeah, because
he's the de facto boss of the city.
yeah,
We need his
still
backing in order to
runs
operate.
shit.
That might be problematic.
No cell's gonna stop that.
Set a meeting.
Detective Fusco.
Yeah.
It's your lucky day. I'm calling
Is
in a
it?
ship. I'm gonna set up a meet. Talk to Elias's guys.
It's a lucky day you're calling, so I'd say that's unlucky.
We have a slight problem.
Oh
For
no.
me,
And he has to,
the price has gone up.
yeah, he has to
What
get
is
his
it?
hands,
I mean,
oh
you
my
only have
god.
enough money for Maria or Jorge, but not both.
Oh god.
Senor Mendoza,
Surgery, when your career was over. These are prices I do not control.
well, how am I supposed to come up with another $40,000?
He has to take
The
a
line
risky
of
job.
opportunity, my friend. You find a way.
Not courtesy of the Russians.
Don't tell me Fidel Castro's really dead.
Actually, yes. And his body double has cancer.
Oh shit!
Cubans keep a file
Bloody
on every
hell!
defector. Apparently, Ordonez pitched for the Cuban national team from 2000 for his last 3.
You're a baseball reference machine, Finch. You should get out more. Take in a game once in a while.
He says I don't.
Oh, and you didn't invite Reese. Shame on you, Finch. I mean, I guess every little helps, but
Baby, let's go.
still, you got all that money.
Costa ended up with the life Ordonez could have had.
Gotta say, took some balls to call a meeting like this.
Yeah, they're bold.
Shape HR isn't quite sure what you have to offer anymore.
Just your goodwill. Your boss wanted the heads of the 5 families on a stack. Grafoni's the only one that got away.
Oh, and this will get in good graces.
Protection.
And on the back of this photo, his alias and present address. And
Anything on his person? Has anything turned up yet? Laptop, phone?
Well,
Where's the laptop mentioned?
some receipts in this. Makes you wonder where the other half went.
Yeah, okay. It was the beginning. Because I was gonna say, like, as well at the beginning, you really ripped that, like, out?
I have no idea. But whatever you can find out would be much appreciated.
Unlikely. Considering they're about as forthcoming with information as you are, I'll see what I can find out.
Look at that smile. He was so hesitant at the beginning, and now he's just like, ah.
Do not lie to me.
Look, lady, I turn in the cab every night. If someone did leave anything in here, I didn't find it.
I don't know though. Like you mentioned. Shit!
And don't let off the gas. You got that?
Shoot! No. Yeah, make your move. Oh God!
He left it underneath the seat. He must have forgot.
What'd you do with
Shit!
I sold it.
Yeah.
To
Because any means necessary.
Look, I never do that, but
It's all for his family at the end of the day.
And he still...
I'm imagining the laptop's gonna be gone or... Yeah, there we are.
Finch, looks like the Estonians have been here already.
Aziz?
He's dead.
If Demon 8 discovers what's on the laptop, he may try to flip it. In which case, he'd probably go to the dark net. Try to sell it on
yes, the
Silk
dark
Road or
net.
one of those
Lovely.
black market forums.
Lovely.
I'll try to track him down, see if I can negotiate a meeting.
What about Aziz?
NYPD, she takes a cut of your contract when you get paid.
Mendoza said that's the way it worked. He promised us the moon. I thought baseball.
I mean, bringing the moon down here is pretty dangerous.
But I trade all that in just to see my family one more time. To see my son grow up, you know? He doesn't even know who I am anyway.
Can help
It's
you
been
make
so
things right,
long.
Foreman. But you've got to trust me.
Is Finch gonna, like, make this happen or whatever? Like, for Furman? If he does survive, of course.
Ed, it's possible that he's speaking about the Homeland Security Automated Identification Database. My best guess is he stole information on a huge number of travelers.
Oh, shit!
Addresses, FBI clearances, biometric data.
It means they can sneak whoever they want directly into the country
that's
using stolen
that'll do it.
credentials.
That IRC channel frequented by Demon 8. He's trying to sell it for $50,000.
He's discovered what he's got in his hands and what it's worth.
He lives that
Yeah.
long. I'll try to make a buy, set up a meet.
Yeah, the Estonians are not gonna take that kind. Yeah.
Just can't do it. No? Okay, Lionel. You've sealed your fate.
Oh no. Oh no. What are they gonna do? I feel like they're gonna do really dirty. Oh! Oh! No! That officer!
It's called off the sale. Apparently, he doesn't like the way you look.
What's wrong with the way I look?
He says you look like a Fed. He's voided the transaction.
That laptop may be our only hope of getting Ordonez's life back.
Demon 8 isn't as smart as he thinks he is. Now he's in grave danger too. I piggyback on the signal from his camera.
Jesus Christ.
It's a bad time.
You think?
Kinda. I'll call you.
Estonian operator named Irina Cat.
Irina.
Interpol issued a red notice on her 6 months ago.
Oh, for crying out loud.
She
6
walked out. 10 minutes
months.
later, Mr. Munster dies in a hail of bullets.
Our little angel of death.
Yeah. It's like she's always a harbinger of death. She tried to get Furman killed, finished the job, basically. And here we are.
Right over there. And if he's going to remotely monitor a wireless camera with his phone, he should take better care to encrypt its IP address.
Amateur.
You don't want to do that.
Oh my god, bear.
Too bad. Shoot the dog.
Hey!
I wouldn't do that, fellas.
Yeah, you fuckers do that, you die. Oh no! Oh my god! Yes, bear! Let's go!
Nice try.
Oh shit! Vermin! Oh my god!
What do you want?
Nah, it's nothing.
It's the whole HR
Don't worry
shit.
about it. Everything's fine.
Great. Glad we could talk. Gotta go.
Yeah, me too.
Elias told me you might be coming. Ever since I
Damn!
screwed up, I've been trying to work my way back into his good graces. Kind of like you in HR. Ah, well. And you.
He had a lot more to offer for Elias than
wants you to take a
HR
message
did.
back to your...
I'm out with something.
And what's that?
It'll just take a little bit of money and some help from the Coast Guard.
Yeah. Get his family here. I know, you know, that laptop and all of that, it's very, very big information, but he could do with the help. He's being cooperative and... Yeah, big happy days.
¿Puedes coger?
What's going on with Lionel?
What do you mean?
Ooh.
No reason?
Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, oh no, it's all getting a bit too, we'll be getting a bit too much for Lionel.
Elias should go to hell. Quite frankly, I second the motion.
Let's go, Lionel, let's go, but he's got some shit planned. Oh my god.
Disappeared last February. Said he was murdered by another cop.
You are a dickhead. You know what? You can go to hell, Simmons. You can go to hell. And the funny thing is, though, obviously we know that that Fusco wasn't the one that killed Davison. Because Davison was going to kill Fusco in the middle of the forest, wasn't he? And then Reese came and saved the day. So, but of course, he was involved with covering up the murder, so that's not exactly going to score you some brownie points, is it? So, yeah. So, you know, things should be eventful for the whole HR situation, but I mean, you know, at some point, Simmons was absolutely going to screw him over, so, yeah. And because he had an attitude, he decided, you know what, let's throw him under the bus now, so, dickhead. Great stuff, though, especially with getting his family back here. Yeah, it was just really, really great stuff to have that ending realized. Yeah, all that over a laptop, right? All that over a laptop. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. You can see why the Estonians were like, yeah, that information. Because that would just be very, very fundamental for you know, terrorists and all other kinds of bad entering the country, right? So it's looking to be a bummer there for Fusco because of, like I said, the hot water that he is in. Even if he didn't kill Davidson, there's still that involvement, isn't there? So you're an accomplice to this murder, etc. And it can also like push the boundaries further in terms of involving Reese into this because of the fact that he was the one that killed Davidson. But yeah, I mean, it's all about that whole situation that, like, with Reese being in the shadows, the blame can be put towards Fusco, basically. So in their eyes, Fusco killed Davidson, but even if they knew the truth, I mean, Fusco still he was still involved anyway. So either way, it's just looking bad for him if news, well, now that there's going to be this investigation, basically, it's looking very, very dangerous for Fusco. Because, like I said, either way, he's screwed. Even if people knew about Reese's existence, he is, screwed anyways, as Fusco. So, yeah, but, yeah. It was just very, very, sad stuff for, because here's also the thing. He wants to tell Reese, he wants to tell Finch, he wants to tell, about this, like, noose that's dangling, or that's around his neck, should I say. And yet, there is that inability to do so. Because he's just compromised if he does. So it's just... It is tragic, isn't it, for Fusco? But yeah, great story though. Very, very interesting events that played out. All because of a laptop. No, makes sense, of course, with what we learned about how fundamental the data on that laptop was. That the Estonians would. Want to kill anyone who even looked at it for a split second and thought nothing about it. Any acknowledgement, then yeah. So, and it was just really, really, great stuff. I like the fact that they didn't go down like this route of Furman dirtying his hands and all of that. I mean, he was already embroiled in a terrible situation where the Estonians were trying to kill him. Because of the fact that, he sold the laptop to a person, they could have gone that way in terms of, Furman taking a job or whatever in order to bring his family over, but they didn't, and I'm really, really glad that they, I guess kind of kept that integrity. It was just a real shame, because that's it though, because he didn't know what was on the laptop. So, of course, that's not going to stop the Estonians. But at the end of the day, he was just trying to do right. He was just trying to be honest. And, and even any kind of detriment, like the laptop, the guy that bought the laptop, I guess, or that he sold the laptop to, should I say, any kind of, like, detriment or whatever, there was that remorse, and there was, like, that shitty feeling that he was going through because he got someone killed, and it's just, so, but other than that, I mean, he was just a decent person. He was just someone who tried to, he just tried to do right, and he was just, someone who deserved so much sympathy because his story was tragic, really, especially with his baseball career and all of that, and obviously the main situation being his family. Even the guy, Mendoza, I think he was called, he, thought that he had enough money. And of course, they screw him over by saying, oh yeah, you do have enough money. But yeah, you only have enough money for one. We didn't include those details because, we like to rob people, basically. Not just, of their money, but also of their happiness as well. So yeah, it was a really, really sympathetic situation. And like I said, I mean, they could have easily gone down a route where Furman decided to do something shady and all of that, decided to try and put his integrity aside, like, oh, I'll just pretend this doesn't exist and all of that. They could have done that, but instead he was just caught up in the middle of this whole shebang, really, in regards to the laptop. So, yeah. All because of that guy. Can I just say, though, that guy in the beginning that ripped that money up, why? just what I mean. I get it's to not, like for Thurman, you don't want him to screw you over and all of that. But why? It's money. They don't grow on tree. I mean, not that money, I guess, for that guy that got killed. He was that Russian guy, wasn't he? Not that I imagine he would be in financial troubles anyways. But again, why? Eesh. But with Thurman, he was just, like I said, caught up in this whole situation. And it really does relay back to the point at the beginning that he doesn't know. Like, when he's a cab driver, he lives a life of risk. Not that he's, playing crazy taxi or whatever, but you just never know who gets in at the back. And it's the same in terms of, like, I guess, goods that people might bring in. He didn't know that laptop was very, very fundamental for the Estonians in regards to homeland security data, basically. So, and that's it, though. You just never, because you never know what is on a laptop and all of that. Like a random laptop that's just left lying there and all of that. Like I said, the data with the Homeland Security. But that could be all kinds of shit that's on. That could put you in hot water. So, yeah. But again, at the end of the day, he thought he was just doing something harmless and all of that. And he just wanted to get his family over. So... And I'm glad that he did get his family over in the end. It was just really, really great. Great for Carter to pull some strings for him. Because, of course, her and this Secret Service person, they were, cracking into this whole situation as well. So, yeah. But, it was just really, really... It was just really, really great stuff. So, yeah. Very tragic, like I said, in regards to Thurman, who, there is this whole situation of him trying to reach for the stars, and that whole that scene with that guy that actually that he was partnered with when Thurman had a baseball career. It is just that pain, isn't it? Because he is scraping by to try and bring his family over and all of that. And then there's this guy who has his family, who has this popularity, and it does kind of hurt. Because that could have been him. So, yeah. But I also liked how there was, I would say, a sense of sympathy, I would say, from Reese and Finch in regards to, they're not going to chastise him for anything, and they don't exactly blame him for the whole lap, because again, he doesn't even know, and it would contradict what Finch said at the beginning, I guess. So... in regards to, you just never know who gets in the back of your seat. You just never know what that laptop's going to contain, I guess. So he wasn't, Furman didn't exactly wake up on that morning and was like, gee, I hope someone drops a laptop in the back of my seat that I could sell for a lot of money. So, it was just another day for him. Another day trying to get his family there, and, so there's no real blame. Again, it's just one of sympathy, one where they could have gone another way, where he would have done something dirty, and instead, he was just trying to do right, bring his family here, and in the end, he got that wish. So it was really, really great stuff. So but. It was just very, very fascinating stuff with the whole, I guess, laptop debacle and all of that. Loved the scene at the bar as well. That was just really, really great. Like, even pre-fight where, Finch, helped Demonate. So, it was just really, really great stuff when it came to that fight, though, because Bear got in the action, loved to see it, although we would have had real problems if you even tried to hurt the Dog Estonians. Yeah. Those groups of of people that were in this episode, I would have had a real hatred. Worse hatred than Simmons, because you can't hurt the dog. You can't kill. Well, I mean, they were going to kill her, but even hurting the dog, yeah, with intent, of course. So yeah, it was just really great stuff to see, and even Furman getting in on the action, just using, I guess, the remnants of his baseball career to good practice, really. So good on Furman for great character there when it came to Furman, with someone who has this tragic backstory to his character, and wasn't a nuisance or whatever. He chipped in, and yeah, good on him. So yeah, but yeah, of course, like I said, the whole HR situation, screw Simmons, hate him. It's just so like he's just been waiting to absolutely shaft Fusco for some time. He's just been licking his lips, chomping at the bit to just throw him under the bus because he's a piece of shit. So, and obviously HR is not looking too great at the minute. Elias has decided, you know what? I'm done with them. The guy that they were trying to get rid of, he's in good graces with Elias, because Elias has more faith in him than the remnants of HR, because most of them are dead or in jail. So, yeah. And, yeah, I mean, it's just really, I mean, it is, Quinn seems to be very optimistic and all of that, but yeah, it's like, well, we're still here, so, but their attempts to get back into good graces with Elias, yeah, so, again, no, he needs to tell Reese, because I think Reese even said, I'll have your back if HR are causing you problems, but again, there is this, whole kerfuffle with what happened to Davidson and how he's involved, and how Fusco is essentially going to have to take the blame because no one knows about Reese and all of that. So, and he doesn't want his whole life to go down in shambles and all of that. So it's like he's really worried about what's the best step to take. And I think we're all saying, just tell Reese and he will drown Simmons in the toilet if he needs to. So, yeah. But, of course, it runs deeper, of course, than Simmons. Of course, like, as I mentioned, Quinn, who we know is the HR leader. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was a really great episode. Really loved it. Yeah, it was just really nice to have, like I said, Furman, just a top-round, decent guy who just didn't do anything wrong, tried to make an honest living, etc., and didn't even, stoop to any intentionally lows or whatever. I mean, yeah, he did get himself involved with that whole laptop fiasco, but, again, he didn't wake up one morning and was like, hey, you know what? I really hope. With Homeland Security data as well on there, just for good measure. So, yeah. Very specific, isn't it? But no, it was really great to see Furman's story not just play out, and you have sympathy for him, but for also him to have his family reunited in the end. So awesome stuff. But yeah. Good stuff this episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my BG feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time.